If survivors arrive expecting safety, support, only to be met with broken promises, mismanagement, or even neglect, what do you do? What if the system meant to empower survivors becomes the barrier? So tonight we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the cracks in the system, right?
Yes,
the
they are.
shelters that take in donations but never pass them on to victims, staff who keep offices heated while survivors freeze, funding that is promised but never delivered. So our guest, firsthand experiences on the failures, firsthand experiences on when the system works. So we're promising, survivors have been promised education grants that never materialized, shelters that failed to provide very basic needs, and staff who become more focused on their own comfort rather than the well-being of those they serve. So where do we go from here? How do we hold these shelters accountable? Will they, how do you hold them accountable while we still recognize the importance of the services provided? So I know that, Sheila, you personally started advocating and working within a shelter system, which is where you and Angie met. So what were some of the experiences you have of things that you were promised but didn't receive?
Help, for one. My stuff got stolen in the shelter, and the only person that would help me get my stuff back was this one. Heat? The heat was out from the time I checked in on November 29th till the time I checked out on December 31st.
And just so you know, we're in Indiana, so it was, sorry, I wasn't trying to interrupt.
No, there were babies in there.
There were 13 children in that building. And
if those adults are cold,
it was ice cold in there. I mean, there was heat in the staff portion of the building, but no heat in the client section of the building. No heat.
That amazes me.
The thermostat was off. It wasn't even turned on.
Yeah. How in the world can the staff maintain themselves in heat, but survivors and clients and children are not receiving that as part of the services? So
the thermostat would be set on 74 and it would register 61 maybe.
And that's when winter was first starting. I mean, literally, I don't know how many emails I sent, and they're waiting on quotes. What are you waiting on? Every child in that building was sick the entire time I was there.
And grown-ups.
And the grown-ups. I mean, it was a breed, nonstop. But I was coming to work sick anyway because but there was no reason. The thermostat was physically turned off. It was not even on in that section of the building all the way through the month of December.
Well, even through that cold snap, I think, because you called me, Sheila, talking about that where it was like below zero.
Yes. I was crying. I was upset and mad. I called Tara crying.
Extra blanket.
Yeah. They had one little space heater and they were putting in the hallway. Now, keep in mind, this space heater was about this big, okay? And they told the clients they would have to keep their door open so that he could get in.